worst part in the game, in my opinion. So just get on. Okay, fall down the hole.
But is that okay, or do you have to do it again?
I have to do it.
Oh my god! Wow.
I think this might be a power up.
Does that mean you have the full power up?
I have full power up, which I'd really like to keep.
Yeah.
But, dude, the first time I did this, like, I failed this like 4 times in a row. And, like, the way that I did it was so janky. I just don't understand what this game is even asking for me. Because I think, like, when you're sliding down, you can't jump.
It didn't look like
or
it.
really, like, do anything. So I just don't understand. Alright, so left, I guess.
I think that's good. Oh yeah, good idea. My favorite thing...
I feel as if I'm going to die if I just use a chicken leg. The
My
final boss isn't that hard.
My single favorite thing implemented to any game ever, is in Dead Space, I think when you press down like the right thumbstick, where like the line appears showing you where to go. So it's not something you have to use, but
Please,
what
camera.
is this?
Please, camera, work with me.
Where are you supposed to go?
You're supposed to land on that platform down there. Just jumping. I don't know how to do that part.
Wow. Anyway.
Because you saw on the slide there's a big hole that you drop down and take damage too, so like, what do?
But
you can't jump off the
that's
slide.
such an amazing thing, because you don't have to use it. You never have to use it one time. But if you get stuck, you don't have to be like, oh, let me go look up a video. You know what I mean? You can just, it'll just show you. And I think that's amazing. And I think more games should do something like that, where it's like, you don't have to use it, but like, if you want to, like, here's where you go, pleb. Like, obviously some open world games, you know, they'll like obviously show you where you go at all times, but like more for like the, you know, the 3D platformers and action games and stuff like that.
Alright, so we're actually done with this part. I have my full power-ups. So...
It's Dracula at the top of this here clock tower.
Yeah, there's like another area. But it's not really an actual area. It's just like the castle staircase.
Always.
Always skipping them. It's just so much faster.
I mean, if you speedrun this game, it would have to just be like constant skips.
Yeah. And like, the slide looks cool, but then there's like a delay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna have like 70 joules, which is fine, I guess. Just, I mean, you'll see what the final boss is, but it's really, really awkward.
The Nani? I have been waiting for this. At last we reached the climax.
So I'm pretty sure, I just read this in a guide, but apparently if you spend 30,000 gold, then he'll be like, I've come to take my leave, but you purchase so much stuff from us that I'm here to collect your soul, and then you fight him.
Okay.
And then, I don't think anything really happens, but it's just an extra fight.
I do like ambiguous characters like this, that like only really care for themselves.
He just seems like he's a like the nature of destruction more than like the evil of the world.
He's not bad.
Yeah.
Like, he helps you, but he really only cares about like just money.
If you want a really weird plot in a Castlevania game, play Curse of Darkness, which takes place only a couple years after Castlevania 3. But it has 2 incredibly weird characters in it, where it's like, there's this guy who's literally omnipotent, and he's an observer, and he shows up sometimes to like talk to you, but like he can just phase out of reality and just like teleport away, and he's like, I know everything and can do everything, but the rules are that I can't interfere with like the history of mankind. And you're like, what is this weird game?
I mean,
it's like a guy with a top hat, and he's kind of just like
I like the idea of that.
Yeah,
of like a character like that, but
it's just so out of place.
By the way, that reminded me of like the organ in the first stage of Castle.
Crap. Did I save before I left?
I don't know.
Okay, just gotta do this on the first try.
Is it that hard?
I mean,
even with all the roast beefs you have,
it's more that he does attacks that I get hit a couple times, and it can take like 50% of my health, and I can't pause while I'm getting hit.
wow.
And the final fight is very janky.
Ada!
And even if I die, I just have to do the final area again, or the final
That fall down
section.
part, yeah.
So it's not like the worst thing in the world. I think I saved.
My. You're Count Dracula. Well, I applaud you, my boy, for finding your way to the Devil's Lair.
Looks pretty old.
Let my sister go! Let Ada go!
Looks alright, I guess.
Nothing quite so touching as the love between siblings. Oh, now I can see your true colors. Well, well, this could be amusing. Well, man-wolf, you better bring on all your power. If you want to save your sister, you must fight me with your full force. All living creatures will serve as the staff of my life in sweet darkness.
Alright, so classic disappearing Dracula fight, but infinitely more awkward.
Because of 3D.
Just went through him for some reason. What I try to do is just be in the side, okay? Just do that. He has this weird, like, gravitational field attack where he'll, like, draw you in and then suck your blood.
That's pretty cool.
Definitely don't want that because it actually heals him.
I like the fact that he's like 8 feet tall. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, he's always been pretty tall. I mean, all the Belmonts are Chad humans, but they always have to jump to hit his head.
Yeah. I mean, I just generally... Yeah, I like his look. He's like regal. It's like... pretty cool.
Alright, that actually... I mean, I had to hit him like twice as little because I actually had power-ups, so that's cool. Wahahaha! What do you call that?
Why, you're not even trying. You can do better. I know you better than you think, man-wolf. She is not a man-wolf. She is a survivor of the humans your kind killed. Stop! Don't go any further! You probably raised her as a man-wolf, but you cannot deceive me. Did you think that you could atone for your sins by saving her? Or did you think that you yourself would be granted an indulgence? Did you think that this young lady would be elated by her actions? It is nothing more than shallow deception by a man-beast. But if that is your design, then let us bear your true self.
Man, morality lessons from Count Dracula.
Dude, every word said in this game is like so stupid. Like the way they say things, it's like, oh god.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's a translation or just very awkward.
Sacrificed. Ada! Now I will reveal to you my true form. This power is second to none. If you want to save this woman, you better be ready to give your life.
Whoa. Alright, so this fight has a fixed camera perspective, and you can barely move anywhere, and you'll see Dracula's obvious weak point. But the amount of time that he actually has it open is just so slight and so awkward in terms of attack timing that this fight is very weird.
I wonder if it's his chest.
Yeah. I mean, over it. His big dumb face. Yeah, I wonder what his weak point is.
Oh. Oh wow, look at that.
And like, when he does this... Oh, actually that'll get... Okay. Hey! Actually hit him.
I kinda like the look of this.
Yeah, it's pretty alright. Smash and start.
Everything!
Alright, I'm gonna turn him to a werewolf now.
Oh, why the hell not, yeah. What?
This is the stuff I was talking about, if I'm just doing like a couple attacks in a row.
Not a bad idea.
Might as well.
Yeah, but I like how this looks. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I just wish like you could move further. Like your arena is just so small. It's hard to do anything. Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
And you really only have to hit the actual face only a couple times, but it's easier said than done.
Oh my god! Imagine this without the expansion pack.
Yeah, I can only imagine how bad this runs. And this is on low resolution.
Hadouken! Hadouken! Jesus.
Alright, let me get a couple face shots. Nice.
Oh, hell
Oh,
yeah.
wow, I got 2. See, that's why this fight is so weird.
Yeah.
It's like you can barely dodge him, but you do so much damage too. So even chip damage, like I'm only got so that's nice. Just gotta pay attention to my life.
I would use a roast beef just in case. I mean, you know, whatever. It's like, it's not like it's your last one.
Hey!
Yeah,
we
it
did
was unnecessary, but, you know. Yeah, I like that, actually.
Yeah. It's very cinematic and cool. Oh, his name is Dracula Ultimate.
It's a cool look. Reminds me of the game Rygar, believe it or not, for PS2. Like, there's, like, I think a lot of
I was
like,
actually
big
thinking
creatures
about,
like that.
I was thinking about playing that game again, but I didn't want to, like, taint my memories, because I remember that game being awesome.
Yeah, it was
like,
pretty good.
Every time I see that game in the store, it's like, oh, this game's still $8. Does it just suck? So I'm, like, always scared to go back to it to, like, taint my memories.
Yeah, I do remember really liking it. Although I played Blood Will Tell It around the same time, and of course I played that however long ago. 6 months ago, whenever we did it, and still really enjoyed it, so...
Obviously, Blood Will Tell has some issues, but it's still, like, a really cool, unique game.
Yeah, that's one that, maybe you can do sometime, because it seems like an Onimusha tier for me. Maybe like an Onimusha 2 tier, because it's a little more, like, open. Nani? Oh my god, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do something.
Probably turn into a wolf. What? What? Alright.
Nani!
Okay.
Oh, so the man-wolf part of him sacrificed.
Yeah. I guess it was a separate entity.
Ada! Cornell! I am losing my wolf power.
Thank you for letting me know. Oh no!
Nothing personal. I must thank you, man-wolf. I have achieved my true purpose.
Oh crap.
Okay. Cool. I wonder how that affects C64, or I guess the other people you play as.
I can imagine that he like takes the man-wolf power and like resurrects himself fully. Or they're just not gonna show it.
Yep. Oh, you know what this outside area reminds me of is a game you should play. Because I'll never play it. Quest 64.
I was about to say, use a quick 64. I'm never playing Quest 64. That game's terrible.
I want to see it because it has some good ideas, and also there's like literally 3 RPGs on the N64. What the? Cornell, is that you? Henry? I thought that was you!
Oh, is this the kid I saved from
You're
the
all
chainsaw
right.
guy?
You're all
Wait,
right.
why isn't Henry with his mom, who wasn't dead?
And then the blue wolf went in front of me and let me out. Thanks to this pendant, I didn't run into any evil spirits.
What are you talking about? I'm guessing this is stuff that happens
Is that my pendant?
in 64.
Oh, this is your pendant? Well, then I must thank you. But my mother and father... I know how you feel, Henry. I lost both my parents, too.
Well, I guess his mom died off
You
screen.
did? Yes, when I was very young. I know you better than you think, Man Wolf. She is not a Man Wolf. She is a survivor of the humans your kind killed.
Is he just retelling what he said?
Did you think that you could atone for your sins by saving her? Did you think that this young lady would be elated by your actions? It is nothing more than shallow deception by a man-beast! Nothing personal. I wanted to settle the score even if it meant disobeying Dracula. What is this? What is going on? So I have no regrets now that I have fought the true you. I only regret what I did to the villagers, but it is too late for that now. Now.
I have no regrets except this big regret.
Don't you think so, Cornell? Yeah. Yeah. Ah! Sunshine!
Man, Cornell's such an emotionally deep character.
Ada? Yes? Ada, Cheer up, Cornell! Sure, the village has been destroyed and a lot will never be the same. But we just have to start all over together. She's right. Doesn't matter if we're blood relatives, together we can do anything. Don't you think so, Cornell? What is going on with this camera angle? Ada, but how?
The sun is shining.
The darkness has lifted, Cornell.
Dang.
You find out that he's a vampire. I mean, you could probably take that pendant to, like, sell it or something.
Yeah, it didn't have warding properties. That seems pretty good.
Or at least something.
Also, Cornell is... So, I know that there's a post-credit scene, and you can't skip this, so... what should we talk about for a couple minutes?
I give that game a 6.78 out of 10. I'm doing it out of the hundreds now.
6.7854.
I give it a, what's pi? It's like 22 divided by 7 or something like that. I give it a 22 divided by 7. I'll just give it some irrational number so it goes on forever. Anyway, game's pretty good. You're not going to do any of the other characters, right? You're just going to do Cornell?
So you do unlock Henry, which is like...
Henry's the kid's name.
I could have sworn his name was Henry.
What if it's like 20 years in the future?
I mean, it's a guy that just has a... He's obviously an adult or a teenager, but he has like a helmet on. But it's sort of like a time attack mode. So I'm probably going to play through it this week, just see what it's up. If it's something interesting, I might do it. If not, I'm probably just going to move on.
That's fair. So, yeah, this one takes place in 1844. And the other one takes place in 1852. So,
Okay, so
Castlevania 64 takes place in 1852.
And I think there's a thing that they say that talking about the two protagonists of the 64.
If the hero took 16 or more in-game days, this is for C64, to reach the second chamber on the stairs to the castle keep, Vincent will have arrived before them, been defeated by the aristocratic vampire assumed to be Dracula, and turned into a vampire, thus triggering the bad ending. So, that's the thing you were talking about. Interesting. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It's nice that it, I mean, all things considered, when this came out, this is a pretty good bang for your buck. Like, literally, I guess it's technically 2 full games if you count this, and then Reinhardt or Carry. I'll count that as a full game.
And I think they have completely different stages too.
And then extra.
The original game.
So it's almost like 2.5 games.
Yeah. And you can unlock Reinhardt and Carrie, and I think I said it in the last part, but you find some kids that are hidden away somewhere, but I just didn't feel like making a save file to just show that off.
It's interesting that that's how you do it. I figured you would just beat the game and it would be like, here's these characters. It's kind of weird. Finn. Thank you. Based. Sure, mate.
Yeah, Henry.
You can use Henry.
So I guess it's just him grown up. Oh no. My power.
So this is the man beast, magic extracted from the man wolf. What enormous power. It's all the crystal could contain, but it should be sufficient for the ritual. Yeah, like Actrice, did you fight her for a second or something? All great powers of the underworld sealed under the man beast. Actually, it'd be like, bring back a master to his true state.
I think that
Show us your
girl
resulting power.
showed up like after you fought.
Provide the soul of this sleeping devil with a new body.
I forget his name, but the guy that's in the room that's not deaf.
Oh, Gilda Ray.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. The ritual is a success. All has proceeded just as the Count has calculated. Foolish humans. They will see. One day the world will be again shrouded in darkness.
Man, Dracula's sure cocky for someone who has his arm clipping through his clothes.
Yeah. About that time, a priest of the Eastern Orthodox Church gave this prophecy. One clear night after 7 days of thunder and rain, a blood moon will shine down on a foggy lake, and children of darkness will gather in the old castle. An infant with blue eyes and blue hair will be born on this night. Boom, that's Carrie. To a young couple living in a small village in the forest. On the child's 8th birthday, the soul of the true devil will wake from a deep sleep and play a destructive
Holy
metal
crap,
game.
Carrie's only 8?
Still, there is no reason to grieve, for our Lord has given us one hope. To entrust our future to 2 youths who inherited the powers to fight the devil. The end.
I can't believe Carrie's... I would have said she's 12.
Yeah, wow.
Holy
So
crap.
she was born that night or whatever. That's cool.
Yeah, so show off Henry, or... Yeah, Henry.
Henry, yeah.
Yeah, so you see Reinhardt and Carrie, and you unlock them by fighting those characters.
Interested to see, because even 8. All right, so I guess 8 years from then, Henry's probably 10, so he would be full grown at that point. So that would be it's reasonable.
Transylvania in the mid-19th century, the province of Wallachia.
This time, do you want to do it?
Yeah. No, okay.
In this time of peace and plenty, no one foresees the return of ancient horrors. But the old legends live, and soon the land will again be plunged into darkness. The people have returned to the path of wickedness, and the bonds that seal their evil ruler's spirit are weakening. Deep in his castle, he stirs from a century of enforced sleep. Count Dracula awakes. The year was 1852, as Reinhard Schneider and Carrie Fernandez were locked in a battle to the death with Dracula. The church began a rescue mission. Henry was sent to save the kids in the village. Will Henry be able to rescue all 6 children within 7 days? You can hire me for voice work, by the way, people.
Better than most dubs.
So, yeah, this seems like a time thing.
Yeah, it's, go to the different places, so... It seems like you're just playing the game again as Henry. He does have a gun, which is pretty cool.
That's neat.
Seems very good. He also has a useless sword. Why would you ever use the sword when you can just shoot a gun with infinite ammo?
Yeah, right, with infinite ammo, yeah.
Alright.
Alright, well, maybe see you next time with another part. We'll see. I'm going to write finale on this for now, and then if I have to change it, I'll change it. I hope to see it, but we'll see.
I'm probably going to do regular Castlevania 64 someday. Definitely not immediately, but maybe a couple months from now. Okay, bye.
See ya!